Hello, welcome back to another Tabletop Talk. As you can see, I have a goodie before me that I thought I would unravel before everyone. I actually have two, and both of these are unusual purchases, at least for me. As most of you know, I'm on a Stratomatic hockey kick. So this first one is as you can see from this. There you go. As you can see, this is from Amazon. I had a $60 gift certificate from them, and in my zeal to find more Stratomatic, I looked, and they actually had what they called the current game, but it said that it was actually the 2019-2020 season, which I don't have, and so it was under the $60. And so if this is what it says it is, I should get that season and a whole new set of game parts. So we'll see. Got plenty of box for this one. So as you probably have guessed, still enjoying my my Stratomatic hockey. Been playing quite a bit. It's been a while since I've been this hooked on a game. I have got some new games that I've liked, but for some reason this one's just really grabbing my fancy, so I'm enjoying it very much. So got a couple more things to add to the fire. Sorry about that noise. So those of you who saw the original unboxing of the Stratomatic game I got from Stratomatic themselves, if you remember, the box was wet and there was a little bit of damage. So not that it was a big deal. And that really had nothing to do with this purchase, but I get a new box out of the deal. But the main reason I bought this was, to get that season I wanted. Here, hold on a second. There, that's a little better. But, if you get an extra set of game components, there's nothing wrong with that. So let's see if I can get into this without tearing it up. Yeah, the one I got from Strat didn't have the saran wrap on it. If I wish it would have, then that water wouldn't have got into it. So a brand new shiny box, and this one is in primo shape. So let's make sure it's the season that they said it was. Okay, so it is the current one, which is a little bit of a bummer. It's the 2021, which I really wasn't interested in, so that's a bummer. It said on the description that it was the 2019-2020. I guess they just hadn't updated the description, but it did say it was the newest version, so I guess there you go. So I guess the good thing about this is the most current one, but again, they didn't have a full season, and I'm not real crazy about full seasons. So and then the rest of it is stuff that I had in the other opening. So as you recall, I got the charts laminated, but I got an extra set of split cards and an extra set of fast action cards, so that'll come in handy because these are not the highest quality. I know, like, for example, the fast action cards for payoff pitch, I mean, they are better than playing card quality, and these aren't hardly up to that standard. So with repeated play, I imagine they'll wear pretty good. So I got an extra set of that. So, I mean, I got another season, so that's cool. But again, I was really wanting the 1920 season. But there's that. And then we'll get the other one here. So this one cost me a little bit. There's the one season I followed in hockey, which you all might have seen on my Action PC game, was the 95-96 in that era with the Philadelphia Flyers. Was kind of a fan. Eric Lindros, John LeClaire, and Renberg, and I think the rest of the gang. I think Brenda Moore was on that team. So Stratomatic doesn't offer that. And so here I had to go out and get this one. So I paid a little bit for this off of eBay. This would be the only season I would do that with. The other ones, I don't really care. I can, handle whatever season they offer because, I'm not really tied to any season, so I can play whatever they offer. That's one thing I kind of wanted to talk about was their Strat's policy on how their business policy on how they do seasons. It puzzles me why that you create these seasons and then don't make them available. I know like this year they have brought a few back as a 30th year anniversary thing, but I guess they figure that if you think that they're going to go out of print, that you'll buy more. I mean, I assume that there is a business reason for their doing this because just about every other game company has whatever they have created available. And so, those of you who deal with Strat know kind of the frustration of, wanting a season and it not being available, and then, having to pay a bit extra to pick one up that you want when you know that they could have that available. So again, I'm not for sure why they do that. Kind of frustrating, especially in the baseball, but it is what it is. So this is the one season that I kind of an early Christmas present to myself that I wanted to pick up. So hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's what it was advertised as. So it's supposed to have all of the cards plus the extra players. So, because I hope so, because getting extra players for a season that's out of print is nigh on impossible. I taped that pretty good. I'm afraid I don't want to cut the product. The person who I bought this off had a good reputation on had good reviews and all that. I forget what that's called, but he taped it up good. So I'm really looking forward to this one. Again, this is a season that I know a little bit, and I know the Red Wings were really good this year too. They actually had the best record in the league, and Colorado ended up winning the Stanley Cup in their first year in Colorado. I actually remember them when they moved from Quebec, I believe it was. Man, it's taped up. So let's see, this is they look equally thick. All right, let's see what we got here. So we got the other one, which is taped up. All right, let's see what we got here. So looks like they're an individual. There's Philadelphia. So I mean, he's got them together nicely. Just trying to see if there's a pile of extra players or not, because these don't feel quite thick enough to have the extra players in them. They don't look to be. Let's look at the thing here. So here's the extra players. So let's see. So it looks like Philadelphia. DeMaio would be one. So let's see if he's in here. Got all the guys. Eric Lindros. Looks like these have, of course, this is, pretty old. So there's Mikhail Renberg. Samuelson. There's DeMaio. So looks like they're all in here. See Drews. Yeah, there's Drews. Huffman, Klatt, Svoboda. Yep, so it's all here. So, again, I mean, this guy's got he had really good reviews and 100% happiness. So as you can see, there's Mr. Hextall, who had a very good year, I believe. Garth Snow was the backup. There's Rod Brendamore, who was the coach of Carolina, I believe, who's off to a good start this year. So I'm really excited about this set. I'm looking forward to digging in because I know quite a bit about this team, and so I'm looking to see how they do. There's John LeClaire, 97 points, and then Eric Lindros, 115 points. He's got a 12 intimidation. LeClaire's a 2. So not very much intimidating. But yeah, these cards look like they're in great shape. Really good shape. They all are, let's see if I can find Detroit, because they were the best team this year. And as you know, I've been doing the 1955-56 replay, and I have decided to tackle, or to take on the Detroit Red Wings, and they were really good that year. So let's see what Detroit has that's so great. So Chris Osgood and Mike Vernon, looks like they share duties there. Sergei Fedorov, I've heard of him, 107 points. Steve Yzerman, I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I've heard of him, 95 points. Igor Larionov at 73 points. I don't remember hearing of him. But probably I'll do a scrimmage between these and the Flyers just for my first game. I might broadcast it. Paul Coffey, I've heard of him. 74 points for a defenseman. That's pretty good. Nicholas Lindstrom, I've heard of him. So anyway, this should be a lot of fun. Like I said, expect getting my flyers. One thing I figured out how to do is figured out how to print my own number 7 coin envelopes. And I'm very pleased with how they turned out. So I can use these to add a little ambiance as I play the game. So earlier today I printed up the whole season for this set, getting ready for it to come. So there's the Red Wings. They were 62, 13, and 7. They had the best record in the league. So the Flyers had the best record in the Eastern Conference, but I think they were knocked off by the Panthers, maybe. I have to double check. But anyway, I got all that ready to roll. And then one last thing I picked up was I picked me up another dice tower. I got this off Amazon. As you can see, I wanted one that scrambled them up a little bit more, and this one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bumpers in it. So one reason why I throw dice, why I miss the top of it so often, is because on my little tower, I always felt like I needed to shake them up, and so when I put them in, I'm trying to get them to shake up. With this being so high, I feel confident that if I just get it in there, that they will be scrambled up with 5 bumpers, and so feel pretty good about that. I'm able to get my 30-sided die down through it. So as you can see, I am set up for all kinds of goodies. So as usual, interested in any comments. Again, Stratomatic's business model. Again, if anybody has any input on that, I'm sure this has been discussed many times, and there's probably been people who have figured out, why they're doing that. I assume it has to do with they feel like people will buy more. And it does kind of work out that way. I know that I will buy from Strat quicker than I do other companies because I know that they're going to go out of print. And then if I do, then I'm going to have to do what I did here and pay extra to get the season that I want. When if I caught it before it went away, then, I would have paid much less. So I assume that's why they're doing it. I, as a consumer, would prefer the other way. If you have created it, and, why not have it available to buy? That seems like what I would prefer as a consumer. But again, they're not asking me my opinion. But however, loving the game, as you can tell. And so I thought I would share this unboxing. So again, on the first set, even though it's the 2021, it's not horrible. I didn't pay anything for that. That was a freebie. I got an extra set, and it's the closest one to this one, so I'm sure I'll play around with it. Been watching some hockey on TV, as you know. So anyway, I might get a game up later and of my new set here and put it up. But until then, I will see you next time.